I'm Unsound, and I saw The Last of Us Episode 7. It's directed by Lisa Johnson. It's called Left Behind. If you haven't seen this, I will spoil it for you. Sponsored by my Linktree. You can check that out after the review. This episode starts with Joel is in a pickle. He's got a stab wound, and we have Ellie trying to take care of this stab wound, okay? Luckily, they find shelter. Pretty nice. I must admit that I was like, I'm not sure if Ellie's gonna find some shelter in this, but she did, and then she has just Joel there now. And this is a great opportunity to do a flashback episode and provide some backstory on Ellie. And I'm like, heck yeah. I'm actually really hyped about this. The first time that I heard of this episode existing, I wasn't as hyped because I was like, they're just gonna flash back after the cool action of Joel getting stabbed. But it turned out that this was a good decision because I learned a lot about Ellie, and also there's a lot of suspense for Joel recovering, and just having an episode that is in between dealing with Joel being injured is pretty nice, not gonna lie. So Ellie, she's in Fedra. She's in this dorm area. I'm like, first of all, how are these people alive? There's the affection happening. Is it just a bunch of concrete walls or something? And yes, there's a lot of concrete walls, but if a teenage girl can sneak into a dorm room window, then who's to say that a zombie can't do it too? I guess people who have brains still are smarter than zombies that do not have any brains or whatever it seems. But Ellie seems to be a rebellious child, likes to do fights. Well, she gets in a lot of fights. People pick on her. And I feel bad for Ellie. Well, I feel bad in the sense that she gets picked on. I don't feel bad. I also don't feel bad that she gets picked on because it's teaching her how to stand up for herself. So, I'd rather her just get picked on and then have to deal with defending herself, which she does, which is pretty nice. She gets in trouble a lot, which is quite unfortunate. She's alone in her dorm. She's like, oh no, my friend has ran away. But now the friend's here. It's been 3 weeks. Why did you go away? When we see Ellie just being alone in the dorm room, you can really feel it, right? It's like, oh man, it's all dark and alone, and Ellie's just alone, and I'm like, oh boy, Ellie, I wish you had a pal over here. Oh look, the pal that's been missing is now here again. And understandably, you're very upset, Ellie, because it's been gone for 3 weeks, didn't tell anyone. And so I'm like, oh boy, what reason does she have to come here now? It's been 3 weeks. You've effectively, skipped all school, just gone. You're completely out of the program, effectively. And when she comes back, I'm also suspect. I'm like, oh boy, is she here to entrap Ellie? But no, she's not. They're friends, and I like how they are, in fact, friends. And it becomes more apparent as they hang out more and more. She's actually part of the Fireflies now, as Ellie's friend, which is, for the time, I guess it's the only practical answer. If it's just near you and you're like, oh, you know what, this is how we solve everything. This is how we survive. We're going to be part of the Fireflies. And it's like, she doesn't quite understand the insanity of the group yet. But, this is nice little early, signs of, how people would even join the Fireflies. And also, now they're sneaking into a mall. Very loud, by the way. There's zombies already that exist, bro. Please quiet down. Ellie, skeptical at first. Understandably. You turn on the lights, and there's a bunch of lights just blaring now. I mean, good thing malls don't really have windows, because if they did, then you would know what time it was, and you'd probably want to leave the mall. But good, is it marketing? Good building design, I think that's what it's called. Good building design to not have any light leak or sound. But what about the stuff that's inside? It's an abandoned mall for a reason, bro. There might be some stuff just lurking around, and I wouldn't be so easy to just casually walk around giggling, having a blast night of our lives during this exploring the mall, having good old teenage fun, having a blast with your best friend 5-ever that's just returned. This tension just keeps on building, and I'm like, man, there's something that's gonna come out. There's something that's gonna come out after them. Like, I'm just like, please look behind you, please be quieter, please. And when they're in the arcade, there's a clicker that's kind of starting to wake up because they're kind of being loud, and they shouldn't have. I mean, there's certain parts of the mall that are louder than other parts of the mall. So if you're bunching near like a bunch of generators or something, those generators are gonna be louder than you. But you're in a quiet part of the mall, so you should be a little bit more careful. And they're having a nice time of their life. They're dancing on top of countertops, which I'm like, oh boy, please be careful. I don't want you to fall through that glass and get cut and have to deal with the fact that you got cut. And they have a nice little kiss, and I'm like, oh, that's cute. They have a nice little gay kiss. Gay kiss. Mwah. This is a 3-way kiss, technically, if I'm in it. Mwah. So anyway, very fun just seeing them have a blast, but it's cut short with an argument. She's leaving. Ellie's friend is leaving, man. How could she? Leaving for Atlanta? Oh, have a nice time. I'm gonna bye-bye tomorrow. I just wanted to have a nice night before the rest of our lives. And it's, I understand the sentiment. But if you're gonna be loudly arguing and running around, you gotta, people are careful about it. I feel like at this point you're kind of screwed, especially when the clicker comes and attacks them. And this is at the moment, I'm like, finally, your consequences. You have consequences for your actions. I'm excited. I'm really happy to see you get bit. Both of you guys get bit. First, this explains when Ellie got bit. And she's just there like, oh, I really hope that I don't die, because I got bit and I don't know if I'm immune or not. It's weird that my friend is not immune, and I have to let her go. Let her go in the form of a through her skull in order for her to not suffer. Man, this was a nice time. This was such a nice time. They had some love, and they had some friendship. They even had a little kissu going on. They could have been like girlfriends, okay? But no. Zombies. Selfish zombie is like, no love for you. You're not allowed to have love, okay? And so this flashback is like, okay, I learned a lot about Ellie. She's had to deal with shooting people before. She's had to deal with zombies and shooting zombies before. What's really sad is that it also pertains to her current situation. Not exactly, but she still has like somebody who's on the verge of death, and you gotta save him. So I also like how she's like, okay, I'm gonna take initiative. I'm gonna stitch Joel up. I gotta take care of him, bro. Like, I've lost too many people in my life. I cannot lose another person. And so that's what I got from Ellie. And I'm like, oh yeah, Ellie's deciding to just step up and take action. And that's what I really like about Ellie. This episode provided a lot of character growth, a backstory. character backstory, since it just happened in the past. There's no growth in this episode except for the very end. This entire flashback is very helpful for setting perspective Ellie's personality. But I also really like the ending where she steps up. So I gotta give this episode a 8.7. An 8.7 out of 10. If you like this review, watch another one. YouTube really likes that. If you like to like, comment, subscribe, share this video with everyone you know. The ultimate goal of this channel is for me to become an expert movie reviewer, so if I haven't reviewed it on the channel, there's a chance I haven't even seen it at all. If you'd like to request a movie in the comments below, you can do that, or you can fast track a movie review at patreon.com/ASCpresents. $20 a month for one movie review per 1 month. $3 a month early how to draw Pokemon tutorials posted there early on patreon.com/ASCpresents. And if you'd like to help support the daily grindiness of all these daily movie reviews, you can go to this link tree to find a way that you can help support the daily grindiness. So go here, and until next time, I'm in South Saw. I'll see you later, my South Cruise on the Big Bits.